Hey, what is up guys? I'm currently ranked 19th player in the world and I'll still be grinding. Here is the video where I'll be making a tier list. We are not going to play any games today. I prepared this little tab, needs significant nerf, needs small nerf, balanced, needs small buff, needs significant buff. So the first tower that we have here is Dartling Gun. Dartling Gun right now needs small nerf. It's definitely very strong early game, mid game and late game tower, and it needs a small nerf. Dart Monkey, I would say it is balanced, but again the lower tier is very weak, as well as the 20 plasma monkeys is very slow and hard to get. So also tier 5 Juggernaut is very bad, so I would say Dart Monkey needs a little buff, because in the current meta especially it's just standing out. Now Engineer needs significant nerf. I would say actually I will go for small nerf, because Engineer right now, the only reason Engie is so good and broken is because of Dartling and Engineer combination and Heli Pilot. So now Heli Pilot, let me put it back for a second. Heli Pilot tier 4 ability needs a big nerf. It just baffles me and any player in the top how Heli farm is more efficient than actual farms. Like what? How does this work? But its popping power is garbage. 5XX, XX5, they're so bad. They are so horrible, guys, that they need huge buffs. So I would say I don't know where to honestly put it, so I would put it into small buff, because the support Chinook and XX3 are really good, but 5XX and XX5 are horrible and they need big buffs. So I think that compensates the ability, and the bad buffs, they compensate each other. So it makes sense to put it. Well, Bomb needs well, I would say small buff, because the balloon impact or whatever that 5th tier is that stalls the DDTs, Moab class, UMGs, it's broken. But other buffs, they need a little bit of a buff. Now farm needs significant buff. I don't care. I would say, if we say rationally, farm needs a small buff, but we need significant farm buff. We need farm meta. We need viable, good farm strategies that are aggressive, that are intense. Now Boomerang, and I just don't like. Boomerang needs a small nerf. No, I wanted to put it in significant nerf, because Boomerang Village is just so annoying. It always goes around 30, and then eventually they just lose to BADs when they go Boomer Village BAD. So at the same moment it drags the game very late. The tower is really strong early game and mid game, and that's what it's supposed to do. It shouldn't be viable until round 30, in my opinion. Until round 26, say, against DDTs, Boomerang dies usually. But then again, if you have Boomerang Village and Super Monkey, you can pretty much defend anything until round 30. Now Glue Monkey still needs a small buff. It's way better now, don't get me wrong. Ace needs huge buff. Ace definitely needs a huge buff, guys. 1 free X Ace is really good. The rest, everything needs a buff. Wizard Monkey needs a small buff. I would say Necromancer and Prince of Darkness, they're pretty good, but everything else needs some buffs. Like, it shouldn't be significantly buffed, it needs some buffs. Now Buccaneer also needs some buffs, guys. That tower is without Alchemist, Buccaneer is just not that good. Although I have seen Heli Buccaneer combination for Trade Emperor and farming Heli Chinook abilities, but again, Heli Pilot ability is broken for farming. Like, if we were judging Heli from only its own ability, we would put it in significant nerf. But in my opinion, right now, as I explained already, Heli needs a buff. Submarine, I would say this is the only balanced tower. It's good early game. Its first strike is really good as well. I would say Submarine is actually balanced. Village, I would say it is pretty balanced as well. Yes, you can say Homeland is really strong. Well, I guess I'm too used to Hall of Masters and there is no docks, and in the wall is the only late game map and you can skip in the wall. I always skip my skip for in the wall to avoid tag ice village. So from perspective of long maps, probably village doesn't even need a buff, because if you go long map, you probably want to have late game fun, right? So that's my point on village. Now ninja is actually pretty balanced right now, that's what I would say, because Master Bomber is really good, the tier 5 Jitsu is really good, and abilities are pretty good. So I would say Ninja right now is in a really good spot. Also guys, Ninja was never intended as a starting tower in Battles 1, and let's remember that everything started in 2013 from Battles 1, right? And the whole point of Ninja wasn't really early game, it was mainly ability to stall ZOMGs in Battles 1. So having Ninja for BAD damage with Master Bomber, with Sabotage Supply Lines ability, I would say Ninja right now is perfectly balanced. If you view it as Ninja Alchemist and you use Ninja as a starting tower, probably it still needs a buff. But from perspective of a mid-game, late-game, Ninja is perfectly balanced in my opinion. Sniper needs a buff. Sniper has been nerfed, Bouncing Bullet has been nerfed, Sniper needs a buff. I understand that many people don't like Sniper because of Dartling Sniper Ninja meta in the beginning, but Sniper was never loved in Battles 1 and it was never buffed enough. And as much as we tried to make Dart Sniper strategies, only at last year's bot Sniper Ace and stuff like this was viable, and still would probably lose to Dart Farm Ace. So I would love to see some love for Sniper, a little bit more. It should be balanced, it shouldn't be broken. Now Spike Factory needs small buff. But again guys, if Ninja Kiwi ends up buffing Spike Factory, please don't make it more laggy. Like Spike Factory needs a little buff, but just a little. Like I would place Spike Factory here in between, but obviously there is no such option. Now Super Monkey needs a significant buff. Super Monkey is garbage expensive, Sun Avatar is so bad, Robo Monkey is so bad, round 32 BADs, you can have 400k in your Super Monkeys, you will still die to fortified BADs, so Super Monkey needs a buff. And again, you can say go Dart Village Super Monkey, but they can go Dartling, Engie, Heli and Anti-Stall, and they will just send you so many BADs while anti-stalling that you will have like 3500 eco round 30 and you will just lose. So Super Monkey is very expensive, is very bad, ramping kills it, Dart, Sniper Ice, Tag Ice Village, they all defend better than any Super Monkey loadout right now. If you are playing real games, obviously you can always private match and go 1v1 and showcase on your YouTube channel that wow, Super Monkey defense round 50. That's not gonna happen in any real game, guys. That's not gonna happen. From ZOMG, this kind of stuff is, well, let's say now from Hall of Masters, because it's last day of the season. And Tag Shooter is balanced in my opinion. It's right now where it should be. It's cheap, it's good early game. Even with Tag Ice Village, Tag needs a nerf. But again, it's only one build basically, or Tag Farm Village, Tag Farm Ice, sorry. But apart from that, Tag is perfectly balanced, I'm fine. Druid needs a nerf, that's for sure. I use Druid myself, I have been using a lot of Druid strategies, Druid Sub Ice, Druid Sub Boomerang, Druid Sub Glue, Dartling, Druid Ninja. I have been using a lot of different Druid variations. I have used Druid Village Super Monkey, Druid Submarine Super Monkey. Druid needs a nerf. Honestly, given the X5X bug near Obin, because of this bug, I'm placing it here. If you don't know, you can check B channel. He showcased the bug where X5X near Obin defends unlimited fortified ZNGs round 24, basically destroying any farm in the game. So Druid needs a nerf. In terms of apart from X5X, Druid needs a small nerf, but with X5X, Druid needs significant nerf. I hope I explained this reasonably well. I use Druid, guys, a lot, and it needs a significant nerf. Now again, Dartling, Engie and Heli. Heli I explained really well, so if I share a picture, people will say Heli needs a buff, but I'm explaining it here, guys. Dartling, Engie, Heli as a combination needs significant nerf, it's just broken. But separately, Dartling needs a small nerf, Engie needs a small nerf. Makes sense in my opinion. Now, Ice, again, Ice, the lower buff is bugged right now and it's not good. So Ice fell off the meta, but once the bug is fixed, I would honestly say that ice is balanced because druid sub ice, that's the main. Actually, no, I'll put in small nerf because the Tak Ice Village, druid sub ice, they all dart sniper ice. Ice just shines. It shines mid game, it shines late game, it shines even epic late game because of the debuffs that it provides. So I would say, despite of the bug that is out there for ice right now, and it will for sure be fixed next update, but despite of that bug, ice needs a nerf. Now Alchemist, what do I say about Alchemist? It does really good buffs, but yeah, you don't see it in any top loadouts at all, and there is a reason why you don't see it. But I will say need small buff, because a little bit of a big change, and the Darkling Alch, Ninja Alch, Super Monkey Alch, they can become just broken. Mortar needs significant buff, there is no doubt about it. Mortar is nowhere near meta. Now, Gwen... What do I say? Like with heroes, I don't want to include heroes here because, in my opinion, well, we will say this: Quincy needs significant buff, and well, given that Mortar and Bomb need a buff, Striker Bonds is actually balanced perfectly right now. It's just that the towers that you combine him with are broken. Now Obin needs a nerf, Gwendolyn needs a nerf. Same goes for Ocean and Science, obviously, and Biker Bones. And Churchill, we haven't seen him yet much, so we cannot really judge him, guys. So I hope I explained it reasonably well. I hope everything I said makes sense. Don't forget, guys, I know what the hell I'm talking about. And I was top 8 player before I started trying random strategies and dropped out. So I would say my opinion is valuable and it would make sense because I have played so many freaking games, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know if you like this kind of video. See you in the next one, guys.